summer slump in European travel has been dramatic. And as we go into the fall and the autumn, so we can now see that in crystal clear clarity. Corridors, travel corridors set up in emergencies are now being slammed shut after a brutal season. EU cases are rising. Let me tell you, the UK could remove Portugal from its safe list. There are new restrictions on Greece from Scotland and Wales. TUI is cancelling trips to resorts on the island of Zante. Overall, look at how the summer season has played out in terms of those countries and how much their numbers were down. Croatia is the worst. Croatia saw numbers down 87%. Portugal and Spain down 64%. Greece down 67%. Arguably, it was an achievement that they held the line at 67%. Harry Theoharis is the tourism minister in Greece. He joins me now from Athens. Minister, you did the best you could, but now the numbers of infections are rising, even if they're not from imported tourists. So, what's gone wrong in Greece?
Well, it's not a case of things going wrong. When you open your economy, obviously we expected and we expect the number of cases to go up. We've seen, if you like, a second wave in all the countries. What we did, we explained the plan a few months ago together, Richard, and I'm happy to say that we implemented that plan exactly as we said then, and we're taking targeted measures where it's necessary, and it has been necessary. I mean, people in the summer relax a bit more, and it's understandable that, as I said before, the cases would rise. Our measures seem to take effect. We have taken some places off the restricted list, so this is a good overall, but a very dynamic process, very difficult process, and we monitor it daily.
The recent TUI flight back to the UK, where numerous passengers were on board, had the virus. Whether they got it in Greece or not, or the circumstances of it, I mean, what it shows and what it proves is just how difficult it has been for you to keep your tourism industry open at such a difficult period.
Yes, of course. Back in April, obviously, I would have said that it's not possible to open up. But we very hard work and with a lot of cooperation from every part of the industry and, of course, the public sector, we managed to open and we managed to keep the engines running and the engines going. I'm very proud of that, and we're going to continue doing whatever it takes to keep our people and our tourists, our guests, safe. Now, we've seen that we're ready to take any difficult decisions to sort of stop parties, stop wedding or gatherings in bars after 12 o'clock. So we're doing whatever it takes to keep our people safe. And when things get better, and they have been better in the areas where we impose restrictions, we'll lift them.
Minister, what I do want to get to, though, is as we go into the winter, where, you know, the summer season is now drawing to a close. Greece traditionally has a longer season because of your position in the Mediterranean and the Greek Sea, where you're able. But as you go into winter, this is going to become a crisis, an economic crisis of another different kind for you, isn't it?
Well, of course, we monitor the economic situation as well. That's why we're doing our best to keep the economy with safety in our mind. But at the same time, we want to ensure that whatever economic hardship and whatever economic problems are still there in the winter, we will have enough ammunition, quote unquote, in order to support and to bring the needed, required support to both the employees and the enterprises. Rest assured that no enterprise and no single employee that needs our support will not find it. We will support each and every one of them.
Your numbers were down roughly 70%, 67%. How much permanent muscle from the industry do you think has been cut away? Those restaurants, tavernas that won't be able to come back, those resorts that simply weren't able to get the financing to keep going. What do you think the permanent damage has been to your tourism industry?
Well, this is again a dynamic situation. Nobody knows the end date yet. We don't know on the health front when we will see some kind of return to normality. So this, the answer to your question might be very different in 2, 3, 4, 5 months' time. But for the time being, I would say that the problems are up to a point manageable. I do not see things that will destroy, if you like, the value of the assets of what we have built during the past few years. All this, however, is very contingent on how the pandemic will unfold. Nobody knows.
So, finally, Minister, how difficult has it been running an industry where, at the whim of one government or another, whether for good reason or not, you've suddenly found the entire scenario change? Scotland suddenly puts you on the banned list, another country takes you off the list, somebody else puts another country. When you talk to other European ministers, how difficult has it been to manage this?
Yes, it's been very, very difficult. We now are back in a stage where we need more coordinated action on a European level. From our point of view, the Scottish decision has been harsh, and if you like, we would like to see under the basis what exactly the basis of the decision is, because the yardstick that the UK has put on its own of 20 cases per 100,000 of population, we're nowhere near that. So if you like, we need a lot more cooperation and coordination in order to ensure that there's more stability. It's been a very, very rough and very, very difficult year.
Minister, we're grateful that you've spoken to us on several occasions, and we'll continue to keep in touch with you, obviously, with the situation in Greece. Very glad to have you with us tonight on Quest Means Business. Now.